We'd like to get an outcome on a significant infrastructure package. And what we've already recommended on a bipartisan basis out of one of the Senate committees just this week is more than we've ever done over a multi-year infrastructure bill. So we're open to spending some more. What we're not open to is going back and reopening the 2017 tax bill.
That's Minority Leader McConnell with us about this time yesterday morning, guys, as we watch the back and forth on infrastructure. Jim Goldman's got a note out today saying that the Republican counter has about less than $300 billion in new spending, whereas the Biden plan is $1.7 trillion of new spending, so more than $1 trillion apart, and they've got a lot of talking to do.
I don't know whether talking will matter. I think we're back into that world where nothing's allowed to happen. It's one of the reasons why stocks, I think, have gone up, because if nothing happens, they're not going to raise any taxes. I think we're completely back into stalemate. David, when I listened to that interview, I said that was an interview which basically just said, hey, we're not changing our status versus Democrats.
Right.
Nothing's going to happen.
I asked that question about bipartisanship, and the minority leader responded with a bill that that has come to the fore very quickly, a number of other examples. But I think when it comes to the larger issues, whether it's taxes, infrastructure, immigration, climate, when you think about some of the biggest issues, there's no ability to expect that there's going to be a real consensus in any way or a bipartisan bill that comes out of the Congress or at all on those. And so does this fall into that category, Jim? They seem somewhat closer together, but to the point that's made by the Democrats now, apparently a lot of it is going to be from aid that already was given to the states. And that's what Senator McConnell was trying to make clear. So not that much new money. So maybe not as close as you might think, given the numbers themselves of $928 billion versus $1.7 trillion.
Well, how about the $6 trillion number that's being floated
for the budget?
Yes. What do you think of that?
It's a very large number.
Yes.
Yes.
And I think that we're back into a world where, frankly, get ready to do nothing because nothing happens.
Well, you're going to have a budget. It just may not.
No, but I'm saying we got the money.
Right, and we're going to run deficits, which we've been running forever, and they will be very sizable.
That's why people like crypto, David.
They are expecting economic growth.
We didn't get to crypto
substantially. No, not yet.
But that's because they're printing $6 trillion, and they're not printing a lot more Bitcoin.
Well, they're not printing $6 trillion.
Well, let's just say that my prediction is nothing done.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.